If you go on to enjoy the video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out a lot. And if you're into Funko Pops, I've just started a brand new channel dedicated to them. The link for that can be found in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. If you've followed the channel for a while, A, thank you very much, and B, you'll know that this has been coming for a while. Mcgeady gets a card every year, and I love the fella. Maybe not so much in real life, because I don't really watch him that often anymore, but back in the day, back in his CSKA Moscow days, I used to love this guy in FIFA. He had his own series, that kind of what put me where I am, essentially. It was one of those building blocks that people watched, and I loved it. And I wouldn't necessarily rule out that again, maybe doing some sort of series based around Mcgeady, but I don't really do that many series anymore. We just look at individual cards, and Mcgeady is going to be absolutely no different. Like I said, gets a special card every year, but the special thing about him this year is that he's still a silver, and I don't think that's happened before for Mcgeady. He normally gets sort of a mid-range gold card, normally for St. Patrick's Day. Sometimes he gets sort of like the odd flashback or special item in general, but big fan of this because you can use him in silver stars to obtain all the silver cards from here on out, and you're up against sort of lesser players in a way. I know there's a lot of like high-rated, that's going to sound stupid, but high-rated 74-rated cards. Obviously they're not high-rated, but you know what I mean. There are a lot of those in-game, but you are generally going to come up against poor goalkeepers, some terrible defenders and such, and it's going to make this card feel even better. However, I didn't review him in silver mode. I reviewed him in a gold game mode against some very high-rated players, good defenders, good goalkeepers, so you're going to get a general gist of how good this guy is against normal teams to a certain extent. 5-star skills, one of the big reasons why I like him. 4-star weak foot, high attacking work rate. He has a average body type, which is a bit of a shame it's not lean, and he's 5'10", but he does feel maybe a little bit bigger than that in game, maybe touching 5'11", possibly 6 foot. 88 acceleration, 90 sprint speed. In terms of how good this card is compared to the 71 bog standard Mcgeady, it's just worlds apart. There's almost no point comparing it because you're not going to go, oh, is it worth picking him up over the base? No one's using the base. Everyone's going to go after this, and I would recommend it already. If you're into Mcgeady, regardless of how good I think he is or bad I think he is, you should probably be picking this card up. He's got moderate shot power, long shots. I say long shots actually are 89, that's not bad at all. Shot power is 85, passing is decent for a 74 rated card. His dribbling, his ball control could be better, high agility. I do have him off chem as well. A lot of you would have noticed that at the very beginning and throughout. He's playing on 6 or 7 chem. I am not prepared to change my entire team to try and fit Mcgeady on 9-10 chem in the corner, right? So I don't have particularly good left and right mids anyway, so I thought I'll just play him on 6 or 7 chem and we'll see where we are. And then I can sort of, you know, give him a little bit of leeway. If he's not doing something I think he should be doing, I can blame chem. And if he is doing something that I didn't think he was capable of, he's done that in spite of being on 6 or 7 chem. And that is exactly what my feelings were. This guy, for a 74 rated card, is outrageous. He quite literally is the Irish Ronaldo. I had so much fun with this card that I've given him a special accolade at the end of the video. But like, you know, I go back to my gigs video that I did earlier today. One of the reasons why I still enjoy this game is picking up cards I enjoy watching in real life. It's not really the same for Mcgeady because I don't really watch him in real life. However, because I've used him in previous FIFAs and I've really enjoyed using him in previous FIFAs, he has that sort of extra factor, if you will. Not that I'm quoting Simon Cowell, but he does have that little bit more to him, a little bit of an edge because of previous FIFAs. So just take it with a pinch of salt that I really like him, and you might not get on with him too much. But if you like doing skills, this guy is good at doing skills. For a 74 rated card, you can still have a lot of fun with him and you can still make defenders look stupid. He's not going to be the best card you've ever used in FIFA. 100% he's not going to be that type of player, but he is still really enjoyable. The dribbling and ball control, in my opinion, could be higher. That, though, was a very satisfying goal. 4-star weak foot. He is right-footed, smashes it into the top bins past a decent goalkeeper with the left foot, which is something even more impressive, really, the fact that he can do left foot, right foot. Of course, he's got 5-star skills as well. His pace doesn't let him down. His dribbling and ball control, like I said, it could be higher, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Sends the defender completely the wrong way. The goalkeeper took one step too many to his right, and he just slots it past him. He's doing this against really high-rated defenders. Okay, not all the time, but you know, sometimes he'll come unstuck and the defender will get a better of him, or the goalkeeper will make a save. But he's doing it against players that are just far higher rated than he is. Great save, to be fair, from the goalkeeper. But what a hit that was, by the way. I don't think I've done that this FIFA, hit it that cleanly and it come that close to going in. But yeah, he's up against defenders that are, I don't know, at least 8 or 9 ratings above, if not even more. You know, maybe 10 plus sometimes. And he's beaten them quite easily. A lot of fun to use. However, we do have to come to the negative side of his card. His stamina is woeful at 75. You do have to pick and choose your moments. You can't literally give him the ball every time you go on an attack and try and run through everyone, because if you do that, you will come unstuck. It is definitely a problem area. Why they couldn't give him 85 plus stamina, I'll never know. I never understand EA when it comes to things like that. Why not just give these players high-rated stamina so that we can use them throughout the entire game and not have to pick and choose when we decide to try and run through people? We're in the 88th minute, they're still scoring goals. However, I had to sort of reserve his energy and not give him the ball constantly, because if I did that, he would be worn out. Great show of pace there to beat Flashback. Was it Flashback Boateng he beat? And then he beats a capable goalkeeper as well. Very, very good goal from him. We were 2-1 down. He did actually score. The special accolade is value for time. I'm going to put a gold standard on this. For me personally, if I'd left this and I'd seen videos of him, or maybe I'd you know, had a glimpse of him or managed to play with him on someone else's account in co-op, for example, and then I'd not done it, I would be very upset. I would highly recommend this card if you enjoy using skill moves in this game. If you don't care about skill moves, you don't use them that often or whatever, you don't play this game for fun necessarily, you do it because it's one of those things you can't, you know, it's sort of like FOMO. You go through Rivals, you go through Weekend League because you want the rewards because of fear of missing out. Then obviously you're not really going to care too much. But this card is very enjoyable for a 74. It's going to be highly useful in objectives. I just really like it, and I would highly recommend it to anyone who's used Mcgeady in a previous FIFA and really enjoyed it. He honestly does feel like a cheap Ronaldo, and a really cheap Ronaldo, because this guy's going to cost you no more than a couple of hours of time. I definitely recommend you completing it, and I definitely recommend you playing with him and just trying to have a little bit of fun, trying to skill through people and just doing what you can. He's very underestimated in game as well. People take him too lightly. They don't really put too many men on him when defending, and you can get away with murder. It's a lot of fun to use him. Let me know what you think of the card in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed this play review though, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.